Hey folks, and welcome back. Now, if you've been with me here at the channel for more than a minute, you probably already know that I'm kind of all about making things accessible and easier for new people to get into the hobby, to keep growing the hobby, and to make it inexpensive and fun for people to do what they want to do with their games. So, I have a pretty obvious vested interest in RPG starter sets and how we're bringing new people into the hobby. That said, today we're going to take a look at this. This is the Tales of the Valiant starter set, meant to be a way to get new people not just into the Tales of the Valiant RPG system, but into the hobby as a whole. Let's have a look. One of the goals of any good RPG starter set is to give potential players everything they need to understand the game and to play it. I still remember how difficult and complicated it was when I was first getting into RPGs to understand the rules and to collect everything I needed to play. And sure, people have a lot more resources now, but sets like this are still invaluable. The Tales of the Valiant starter set comes with cardboard monster tokens with some nice art on them. They have both classic fantasy monsters and some fun, unique options. Naturally, there's a set of polyhedral dice, and also some massive and absolutely lovely maps printed on laminated paper so that you can use temporary markers on them. The maps are pretty fantastic, actually, and much bigger and more detailed than I expected. The hedge maze map in particular is really fun. One of the few downfalls of this set, though, is that while some of the maps are double-sided, others just have artwork printed on the back, and while the artwork is nice enough, it would have really given new players a leg up if they had printed some simple grid paper or basic stone or grass textures with a grid on the back. It's a small thing, but it would have really given new players a better way to move past the adventures in the box and into creating their own dungeons. But I digress. The maps that are here are fantastically executed. The set does come with 4 miniatures for the player characters as well as the character sheets for them. I really appreciate the choice of characters here. A lot of starter sets come with the most basic fantasy tropes as characters, things that are rarely very exciting for players to dig into. In this case, they added some more off-the-wall options like a large bear, beastkin, and a kobold, and they're just a bit more fantastical and fun, which I think is smart. The character sheets are well done and well organized, and include tips on how to play your character and what their motivations in life are, which are great roleplay prompts for new players to at least get them thinking about those things. And that brings me to the real meat of the set. The rules, the role-playing guide, and the adventures that come with it. Now this is where I take the most critical eye to things and judge them the harshest, because this stuff is important to me. RPGs are hard to get a handle on if you're new, and doubly so if all of your players are new as well. So I have to say, they did an excellent job here. The rules are presented well, and there's even a QR code you can follow to watch a live play of the game, which is a fantastic idea. There's also a solo adventure for the GM to run themselves through in their own time before getting together with their group to learn how to play better and how to utilize the material in the books before they jump into the 4 group adventures that are provided. Now those 4 adventures in the books do link into each other, and while they can be played as one-shots, they're definitely meant to run one after the other. They're smartly presented and include hooks for ideas of what to do when you're done with the material in the set. I won't say too much here to avoid spoilers, but I do want to point out that most of the adventures are problem-solving, puzzle-solving, roleplay, and social interaction heavy with combat on top. Now to me that's perfect, especially for new players. It's not usually hard to teach people combat. They get the ideas behind it pretty fast. But trying to teach social roleplay, trying to teach puzzle solving, that's harder. And it's great that this set tackles that so directly. That's what I really wanted to see when I sat down to read the adventures, and I was so glad it was in there in such a strong manner. So for $45 US, this set really does provide everything you need to get started. Or if you're already an experienced GM but you want to try Tales of the Valiant instead of D&D, or if you struggle with how to successfully introduce new players to the hobby, this is a pretty fantastic way to go about it. There's nothing you need to get started that is not in this box. And my singular complaint, that the art prints on the backs of the maps really should just be grids, is overshadowed by how well the material is presented and how new player friendly it is. If you're looking to get into RPGs, get your friends into RPGs or your kids into RPGs, or specifically into Tales of the Valiant, this is a cheap, easy, and fun way to do it. The included adventures are quite good. I particularly like the hedge maze and the troll booth, and there's just a wealth of value here for new players. If you're interested, this set is available for pre-order now, or if you're watching this video a little later, you can grab it off the Steamforged Games website. Thank you for watching. There is more content on the way, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.